Jesus loves me, and he died for me. He didn't just say he loves me. He proved it on the cross. A love that went all the way. Most of us have heard the phrase, Jesus died for you. Something we've seen on church signs, bumper stickers, or heard in songs growing up. But have you ever stopped and truly thought about it? Have you really let that truth reach your heart? Jesus, the Son of God, the perfect one, died for you. Not for the version of you that gets everything right. Not for the future fixed-up version of you. But for the real, flawed, broken, overwhelmed, and sometimes stubborn you. He didn't just talk about love. He lived it, and then he gave his life to prove it. And here's what us wild. He would have done it even if it was just for you alone. This isn't a story of religion. This is a love story, the greatest one ever told. A story where God became man, walked beside us, felt our pain, and willingly went to the cross. Not because he had to, but because love made him do it. A cross that intersects our everyday lives. One, why did he have to die? It's the big question, right? Why did Jesus have to die? To answer that, we have to be honest about one thing. Sin is real. It's not just the bad things we do. It's the deep brokenness that separates us from God. It's in our pride, our selfishness, our anger, our shame. It's the invisible wall between humanity and holiness. God is love, but he's also just. And justice demands that sin be dealt with. So what did he do? He didn't punish us. He took our place. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. He didn't wait for us to get it together. He met us in our mess. 2. The cross was personal. It wasn't just an act of history. It was an act of love. For you, when Jesus carried that wooden cross through the streets of Jerusalem, he saw your face. When the nails were driven through his hands and feet, he had your name in mind. This wasn't a distant event. It was love, in its rawest and most powerful form. And here's the thing, he could have stopped it. At any moment he could have called angels to rescue him, but he stayed. Why? Because he couldn't imagine eternity without you. 3. The visual, Jesus walking beside us today. Imagine this scene as the core visual of the message. A person walks through a normal day, overwhelmed by bills, relationships, deadlines, fear, anxiety. The world is loud, heavy, fast, and next to them, Jesus walks, carrying a cross. No one sees him, but he's there. When they sit at their desk, exhausted, he's behind them, holding the cross. When they cry in the car, gripping the steering wheel, he's beside them, carrying their pain. When they feel unloved, unseen, unworthy, he's silently walking with them, reminding them, I carried this for you. The cross wasn't just for salvation. It's for every single day we struggle. 4. His death brought you life. The cross was brutal, bloody, unfair. But it was also beautiful, because it opened the door for us to come home. Through his death, we are forgiven, completely, permanently, undeservedly, set free, no longer slaves to fear, shame, or the past. Loved, not conditionally, but eternally. Healed, not just in body, but in soul. Restored back into relationship with the Father. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Jesus didn't just lay down his life, he picked you up when he did it. 5. The cross changes everything. When you know someone died for you, you don't stay the same. The cross doesn't just offer salvation, it reshapes your identity. You are no longer just trying to be a good person. You are redeemed. Defined by your worst moment, you are made new. Alone in your struggle. You are deeply loved, with proof written in blood. This love redefines you. You are worth dying for. You are worth staying for. You are worth loving, even at your lowest. 6. He didn't stay dead. Love rose again. The story didn't end at the cross. 3 days later, love stood back up. Jesus didn't just die for you, he rose for you. So that your story doesn't end in pain, so that you can live with purpose, hope, and confidence that death doesn't win. Resurrection means that no matter how broken your story is, it's not over. Because he's alive, and so is his love. When you see the cross, see his heart. Sometimes we get used to the cross. We wear it as jewelry. We see it in church windows. We scroll past it in pictures. But let's stop and really see it, not as a symbol of religion, not as a sad moment in history, but as the loudest declaration of love ever made. When Jesus stretched out his arms on the cross, he wasn't just dying. He was embracing you. He was saying, I know you. I see you. I forgive you. I love you. And I want you forever. So if today you feel forgotten, if you wonder if anyone really loves you, if you think your mistakes define you, just look at the cross. That's where love died, and that's where your freedom began. And every time you doubt if Jesus loves you, remember, he carried the cross, so you wouldn't have to carry the weight. He wore the crown of thorns, so you could wear the crown of grace. He died, because he'd rather die for you than live without you. That's love. That's Jesus. That's yours forever. If this message touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Click subscribe to keep walking through the God is Speaking to You series. Hit like. If you believe God is whispering in your storm, share this with someone who needs to hear. The storm will pass, but God remains. See you in the next episode. God speaks through people. May the Lord be with you, even in the quietest moments.